Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So fast, 1 week has passed since the last time I spoke. Every time I come to Atomy, my friend always say, you always talk about Atomy, but you never talk about Atomy. So I was dropping the other day. There were a group of people, and they were talking and laughing and all that. So as I sat closer, I was listening to them, what they were talking about. In fact, majority of them are women. So in fact, their conversations was hovering around. They were complaining about the situations of their life. The economy is so bad. Our job, how they hated their job. Even some of them in business, they say it's so hard about that business. And then most of them were complaining about, you see, my spouse was treating me not good. I'm not being appreciated and all that. So I would say most of them comes from a club I would call FTM club. You know what's a FTM club? Later I will share with you what do I mean by FTM club. So as they was keep on complaining and all that, until one of them stood up and said, hey, enough. Let me tell you some humor or jokes instead. So this person shared some jokes and all that with this group of people who were complaining. And slowly the ambience or the atmosphere changes. Some were smiling instead of frowning and, full of pressure, the face and all that. Eventually, not only one, two or few, they were smiling. Eventually, some of them were laughing, and at the end, all of them were laughing. So this has become a routine. Whenever they meet, they don't complain anymore. They were laughing over these French jokes and all that. But until one day, eventually, none of them were laughing or smiling anymore. Why? Because he said, hey, you're talking over the same jokes again and again. We are so bored listening to you, they said. He said, really? You feel bored listening to my jokes again and again when you can laugh the first few times that I shared with you? He said, but how come you can complain over the same thing, the external factor again and again without getting bored when it is so negative, the mindset that you have? So ladies and gentlemen here, even though there are new territories that we haven't explored, or we knew that this territory can help us to change or improve our life, how come we are not exploring? Probably some or most of you have heard about Atomy or network marketing, but are you fully exploring this territory that you have heard about people saying network marketing can create passive income? So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for showing up. I'm Rehmiee here. I'll be your host for this evening. Namaskaran and Namaskara. So Atomy or network marketing is not something new. To some of you, to some maybe half new, half old, or to some is totally new. Why am I here tonight? What am I listening to? Now tonight, we are not going to talk from a business perspective. We are going to share, the speaker is going to share with us what types of product Atomy, this company, deals with. They are going to share some of the most greatest product that this company has. And what can these products do for you? Can it add values to your health, to your life? Let's find out. But before we find out, back to just now, I was saying most of them belongs to FTM club. Why I say that FTM? Because the three speakers here also belong to the FTM club. They are from, most of them are a full-time mom. So never underestimate the power of FTM, the full-time mom. In fact, all of them here are achievers in Atomy world. First speaker here, she's going to share with us the type of product that Atomy has. A green propolis spray and Montmorency tart cherry jelly stick. What is that? This name sounds so familiar, and yet what do they mean? Such a long, fancy name. Well, I leave it to our Diamond Master, Clarissa Chiu. She's going to share with us what this product is all about and how it can help you in terms of health. Let's welcome Clarissa.
Thank you, Rehmiee. I'm so happy to be here to be able to have this chance to share with you two of the very good, awesome Atomy products. You know, I was it took me so long to decide which product to choose because you know all the products are so awesome and I had a hard time picking one. And finally, I've decided that I'm going to share on these two products that I think it's really good and everyone should have this in their household. So without further ado, I will start sharing my slide. So the first one is the green propolis spray. Green propolis spray, what is it made of? It's of course made of our premium green propolis from Brazil. And what is propolis? Propolis is also known as the bee glue, and the bees use this propolis to keep the hives in one place. So it's like a glue to stick all the substance together. So it also and propolis also have this function to prevent fungus and microbes from growing in the beehive. So, and also during my research, I found out that propolis is not something new. It's been known for many years. So even the ancient people, thousands of years ago, they have started using propolis. For example, the ancient Greek, they use it to treat abscesses. You know, abscesses is nana. You know, when you get a wound and then you when the wound get infected with bacteria, it will the nana will come out from there, and the ancient Greek people, they actually apply propolis on this abscess to make it heal. And also the ancient Assyrians, they put the propolis on their wound to fight any infection and to promote the healing process. And even the ancient Egyptian, they use this propolis to embalm the mummies. And why is it called the green propolis spray? It's called green. Why is it not called yellow propolis or brown propolis? It's because there's a greenish tinge to this special green propolis. And the green color is a result of the higher level of the higher level of a more potent antioxidant within the propolis mixture. So when it's more potent, it is of higher quality. So you know, Atomy, right? Atomy is always absolute quality, absolute price. So we know that this green propolis spray is of the utmost highest quality. Now moving on, we'll go to the next slide. Okay. Why is it highly recommended? It's because of the it has its natural antibacterial and antiviral properties, and all these natural antibacterial and antivirus property will help to fight off upper respiratory infection, and it also help to heal ulcer and sore throat. I actually have a testimony coming up next on this mouth ulcer and sore throat. It really heals it very quickly. Okay, also and it also helps to moisten the mouth when you can't drink water. For example, if you go on car ride or on the highway and you don't really like to go to the toilet because it's not very clean. So say for the 2-3 hour drive or 4 hours, you don't really want to drink water, but you still want to keep your mouth moist, just spray with this propolis spray. And it will also keep our breath fresher for longer, especially after you eat some strong smelling food like durian or onion, you know, and you and maybe you're with your date, you want to have fresh breath, so you use this one. It's really good. So also it's also suitable for smoker and alcohol drinker, because after you smoke and drink alcohol, there's a smell there. Okay, so and it's also suits tight throat for people who talk a lot or shout a lot or sing a lot, you know, then this one is really good. It's very convenient for use. See, I'm not going to spray at you, but just showing you this is how it looks like. Okay, moving on. Yeah, this is my testimony. This is my the ulcer and sore throat testimony. The good thing about this is really amazing that even though the ulcer, you can see it's so big, and the sore throat, you know, when you get sore throat or ulcer, it's already so painful, and you just, it's so raw, and you feel like it's going to sting if anything touches it. But this one is so gentle. It's very gentle. It does not sting at all. The first time I used it, I thought, oh no, it's going to really sting, you know. But I was so surprised that it does not sting at all, and it really helps kill all the bacteria and virus, because my ulcer that was on my inner lip, it was gone within 3 days. And as you can see on the right hand side, the sore throat, there's like ulcer on my throat. During lunchtime that day, I was taking, every mouthful was like really painful, because it was like a lump, like when you swallow it, you feel like this lump like that. I ended up, I didn't eat lunch that day because it was so painful, and then I drink water, and then I just spray this one on that spot. And within like when dinner time comes, I was happily eating already, because it is no longer painful, so I could eat well during dinner time. And then I forgot to take photo, but the next day I took a photo, and that was the photo on the right hand side with the red dot there. You see the lump is gone, and it's only left that with that red dot. See how fast the action is. So this is really potent, and it's really good. Okay, I really highly recommend this one. Okay, moving on is to show you guys the packaging. So this green propolis spray, it comes in a box of 3 spray bottles, and this one box will give you 6,500 PV, and each bottle is 30 ml. Each spray bottle is 30 ml. And as you can see, the size of it, it fits very nicely in the hand, and very convenient. It's small enough to fit in your handbag or in your pockets, or so if, for example, if your children get sore throat but still want to go to school, this one can fit in the pocket, in the uniform pocket. And then also, now this is so good, and maybe you want to order one, so I'm just letting you know that you can order this. You can let your Taiwan friend know that this is available in Taiwan, and we can order it from Korea as well. So if you want to order this, you can ask the person who invite you to come for this Zoom meeting, or your upline. They should be able to point you to the right direction. Okay, so now that's all for the green propolis spray. Now we will move on to the Move on to the next one. Before that, the next one is the Montmorency cut cherry. Why is the name called Montmorency? It's actually the name of an area near Paris where it originated from. And you know, it's like Ipoh Hor Fun, or you know, Clam Bak Kut Teh. That's how it becomes popular, and that's where it originated from. But it has been cultivated in US since the 20th century. So I'll share my screen now. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. So this tart cherry, tart is also another word for sour. Like, it's not tart as in egg tart or fruit tart. It's not. It's actually, it means sour. Okay, tart cherry is a superfood, but it's easily spoiled in its natural form and it's difficult to obtain. And because of that, it is very expensive. And it has a brighter red color and is slightly more sour compared to the sweet cherry cousin. You know, the sweet cherry that we normally get from the market. This it's different from this tart cherry. Tart cherry is you see the color is brighter red, and then it's more sour. So for our convenience, Montmorency tart cherry jelly stick was born because Atomy wants to help us to solve the problem of things being too expensive or hard to get. And it's also of very high quality. That's what Atomy is really good at, you know. So now, so Montmorency tart cherry jelly stick contains 97% of Montmorency tart cherry juice concentrate. And this juice concentrate is from the US. And the Montmorency cherry is the best variety of the tart cherry. And it has 6 times more natural melatonin compared to the ordinary cherries. What is melatonin? Melatonin is our natural sleep hormone. It helps to regulate our sleep. So how this hormone works is like when it is dark at night, this hormone will send signal to the brain to make you feel sleepy, tired and sleepy. So when it's dark, you get sleepy. And then during the daytime, when the sunlight comes into your room, this hormone will send a signal to your brain and say, okay, it's time to wake up. Then you will wake up. So it will regulate our biological clock. So but melatonin production declines with age. As we age, it will decrease. And melatonin deficiency will affect the quality of our sleep. And that's why as we grow older, we sleep less. And a lot of people ended up taking sleeping pill when they don't have enough sleep. And this is the this Montmorency tart cherry jelly stick is the best sleep supplement for us. And melatonin also help to reduce fat. But how? You know, it turned out that when you get good sleep, you will stay slim. So that's how it works. Moving on. This Montmorency tart cherry is also packed with nutrients that boost rest and recovery. So it has high antioxidants and anti-inflammatory. It have higher antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compared to other fruits. So with that, it will aid weight loss. It promotes vibrant and healthy skin, so it makes your skin healthier and it makes you have that your skin will glow and be vibrant, and it protects your body from stress, and it boosts muscle recovery. So if you have like muscle pain, this is really good for you. And it also reduces inflammation in joints and tissues. And it's also good for to prevent cardiovascular diseases. And moving on, I'll explain to you how this one is boxed. It comes in a box. Can you see? Can you see it? I think it's a bit blur. It comes in a box of 30 jelly sticks, and this box will give you 10,000 PV, and each jelly stick is 15 gram, and you only need one jelly a day. And to make the jelly more palatable, Atomy have added the red date concentrate into it, and that's why it's 97% of cherry juice concentrate. And there's no water added. It's all fully this Montmorency cherry juice concentrate in there. And to make it even more potent, for the effect, all the good effects of this Montmorency cherry, Atomy also have added in the theanine and tryptophan that will help to make people have better quality sleep. So even if some people after sleeping for a long time, you wake up, you still feel very tired, this jelly stick is very good for you if that's the case. I'll show you. This is the stick. That's the cherry stick, and it has this dotted line here for easy tearing. And you can see that there's not a drop of water because it's very concentrate. It's jelly. Can you see that? Yeah. It's very, very nice. Very nice to eat this one. I'm sure I'll be sleeping very well after eating this. So this one, same as the propolis spray. If you want to order this, you can order it from your upline, and they will point you to the right direction. I know this one costs, I think, RM 154 if you send to the Ariran Center. So, well, that's all for my product presentation, but I have one bonus presentation that is a surprise for everyone. This one is, I'm going to just stop my sharing first, stop my screen sharing. So, you know, I had the privilege to attend the Auto Sales Master meeting with our Australia country director, and she has told us that our Atomy Oceania is the name that we call Atomy Australia. We are not as Atomy Oceania. So Atomy Oceania has our very first GSGS product coming up very soon. So I just want to take this opportunity to announce about this our first GSGS product. So I will share the screen. For those who don't know what GSGS is, GSGS stands for Global Sourcing, Global Sale, and it's a strategy. It's a strategy by Atomy to expand into global market. and it sources high quality products in countries and then distribute at affordable prices. And we target mid-sized company, which will become our supplier for that particular product. So why GSGS? Because it will bring more diversified products of high quality to global consumers so everyone can benefit. And it also revitalize the local economy in the country. So, and how does it work? So each country branch will source its local product for its local market. So for example, with Atomy Oceania, this first GSGS product is sourced locally and then it's going to be distributed to the global Atomy. So even people in Malaysia would be able to get it. That's the plan that our country director, Sally Kim, say that it's going to go like people from other countries would be able to click on the screen and be able to order it and send to your address. How awesome is that? And so each country branch will directly import or export GSGS products between themselves. So for example, the ethereal oil patch is a Taiwan's GSGS product and it is imported by Atomy Oceania and also by Singapore, Atomy Singapore and Malaysia. So our very first GSGS product is planned to be launched end of this month or latest mid of next month. So are you guys ready for me to unfold what the first GSGS of Atomy Oceania is? Drum roll, please. Okay, it's the Manuka honey. It's our premium Manuka honey. It took Atomy Oceania 1.5 years to pass the test, and it comes in two packaging. So the first one is the plus 830 MGO, and the second one is 550 MGO. The MGO stands for methyl glyoxal rating. So this MGO is the organic compound responsible for the strong antibacterial properties. Manuka honey is different from normal honey. This Manuka honey have very high antibacterial properties, and you can even, like this propolis, you can even apply on wound. And if you have like sore throat, you can also take it and it will soothe your throat as well. It's very similar to propolis. I'm not a bee expert, so I don't really know the difference, but that's all I know for now. And more about the Manuka honey in Australia, our Manuka honey farm is in Perth, and there will be a tour available in the future, just like the Jeju Island green tea, like people who achieve some mastership will be able to tour. So in the future, will also be made available. And this farm was funded by Australian government. It's a professional farm. And according to Sally Kim, our country director, this is the best tasting Manuka honey. And she has gone to a few suppliers to test out, and she has picked this one because it's the best tasting Manuka honey. And at first when she approached this farm to discuss, they were like, how many bottle of Manuka honey can you sell each month? And she's like, no, we're not talking about bottles, we're talking about ton. And they're like, what? So at first they were concerned that you are not going to sell enough for us to want to be a supplier. And then now their concern is like, oh no, you are talking about ton. Where is your market? Like, how come you need so much? So she said, well, we're going to go global. And then this person, the honey farm supplier, got a bit stressed out, and he said, well, we're not going to be able to keep up with the demand because Manuka honey only grow for 6 weeks. So now to solve that, Atomy Oceania have invested in the farm to grow more top-grade Manuka honey. I really think Atomy is very awesome. We just solved a lot of problem, and because of the investment in this farm, we can achieve absolute quality, absolute price, because the price is really good. So to make this Manuka honey available to all the global people out there in other countries, our IT team has been busy making sure that it is possible for people all over the world to order this Manuka honey. All right, that's all that I want to share for tonight. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Clarissa. You have painted a very clear picture for us now. So the next time your kids or you, any of us have an ulcer, we know what and how to deal with already, okay? And then the next time any of you visit Perth, make sure you visit the Manuka honey farm, okay? I think there's another project that you mentioned just now being funded by the government. I think the first major one was a Hemohim, funded by the government, but that one is in Korea. So talking about Hemohim, in times of pandemic, is building our immune system important? Of course, one of the most important thing, you got to have good immune system in times of pandemic, right? Nobody wants to fall sick. So we always hear about Hemohim, Hemohim, Hemohim. To some of y'all, you may be taking Hemohim every day. But to our new friends here tonight, yes, you may heard about Hemohim. But what is Hemohim? Even some of my friends say, Rehmiee, you keep on mentioning Hemohim, Hemohim. What is that? Is that some kind of drugs? Is that some kind of herbal tea? Is that some kind of wine or what? Let's find out. Let's find out from someone who has taken it and the effect after she has taken it, the testimonial of how Hemohim helps her and her family. Let's hear it from Jessie Dilatado. Let's put our hands together to welcome Jessie.
Thank you, Rehmiee. Can you all hear me clearly?
Yes, you're very clear.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
So I'll try to share. So yeah, I'll be talking about Hemohim. So every one of us here, I'm sure, knows about Hemohim or have heard about Hemohim. Hi. So let's do a brief review first. Okay. So what is Hemohim? So Hemohim was actually developed by the Food Life Engineering team of KERI, or Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute, which is, as Rehmiee have mentioned a while ago, it was a government-funded research institute. So this team actually developed this herbal mix, Hemohim, and they use the big threes, which are the Angelica gigas, the Cnidium officinale, and the Peonia lactiflora. Okay, so Hemohim actually can help activate NK cells, or natural killer cells. By the name itself, natural killer, it actually kills tumor cells and cells that were infected by virus or microbes. Okay, and Hemohim also helps create cytokines. Cytokines are actually like messenger. They are the messenger between cells. So when cytokines are released, they actually signal the immune system or the immune cells to do their job. So that's what cytokine is there. So when your body creates a lot of cytokines, then it activates more immune cells. So that's the three keys, 3 points of Hemohim. Okay. So also, there's a lot of benefits when taking Hemohim. Anyone can actually benefit from it. Patients suffering from cancer, diabetic person who has high blood pressure, and even those who just want to boost or activate their immune system. Okay, so anyone can actually take Hemohim. There's actually a lot of research regarding Hemohim, and you can find it in PubMed. So all you have to do is go Google PubMed and search Hemohim, and there's more than 10 research paper or reports about Hemohim. Um, Personally, Hemohim actually helped me sleep better at night. And though I'm a full-time mom, being with 4 kids 24 hours a day is too much. So that's why I take Hemohim. But tonight I'll be sharing with you how Hemohim actually helped my husband. My husband is actually type 2 diabetes. He's type 2 diabetes, and he was diagnosed 14 years ago. And he did follow the doctor's advice, lose a bit of weight, healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, um, more exercise or physical activities. But then at the end of the day, he always finds his blood sugar, it's still up, and it's not even close to the normal range. And by 2018, he actually had this feeling of like, que sera. I don't care anymore. I just take my meds and I will stop going to my blood test, routinary blood test, and all those tests. So he actually stopped. The doctor has been chasing him, but he said, I'm always busy, I have work. So he always make excuses. So 2018, he willfully stopped doing his routinary blood test because he said it's still the same. My blood glucose is still high. So anyway, it was early 2019 when a friend of ours actually introduced us to Atomy by bringing a box of Hemohim. So he offered it to my husband, and he said, "Bro, this one will help you with your blood sugar." And at first, he was actually skeptical. So he said, "Okay, I'll try." So he actually took one sachet a day. So that was early of 2019. After taking one sachet a day, he actually felt the difference. He's not tired anymore. He's alert and he's active, and he doesn't, because before taking Hemohim, he actually he can actually feel weak on the knees, and his muscles, as he would say, is shaking every time his blood sugar goes down. So since taking one sachet of Hemohim a day, those feelings were actually gone. So he just feel good about himself. So almost almost a year of taking one sachet a day, I actually convinced him to go back to the doctor and get tested. So, because when he went, there was one time he went to the doctor to get a prescription for his medicine because he's still taking his prescription. He's actually on 1 gram or 1,000 milligrams of metformin twice a day. So he went to the doctor to ask for a prescription, and the doctor asked him, "How's your test? Are you doing your test every day?" And he said, "No." And I can remember, and even the kids were actually at home because we were bringing we I don't know why, but the whole family was actually there and the 4 kids. So the doctor actually called the kids and he said, come here, come here. So the kids went there near they went near closer to the doctor, and the doctor told the kids, your dad doesn't want to live longer. He doesn't want to take care of himself. So you might end up losing him. And that actually shocked not just me, but also the kids. Because it's really true. Because he did not take care of himself. See, he doesn't want to know anything about his blood sugar levels or anything. So anyway, last year, I actually convinced him to go back to the doctor and have and be tested again, because he's been telling me how good he feels and all those stuff. So I told him, maybe your blood sugar is already within the normal range, right? Because you feel great. So I told him, why don't you go back to the doctor and do your routinary blood test again? So he said, okay, I'll give it a go. So maybe you're right that my blood test is already within the normal range. I mean, my blood sugar within the normal range. So anyway, he went to the doctor. That was May of last year. This was his result. Okay, so that's one sachet a day. And then when he went back, his fasting glucose was still high. So it's still 8, above normal range. Potassium's high, protein's high, GGT's high, cholesterol's high. So there's a lot of things that are actually high. Not the result that he was expecting. So he actually said, but why? I feel so good. Why do I have not just my fasting glucose, not just my blood sugar is too high, but the rest are also high. So anyway, we sat back and talked. So even though he was taking 1 Hemohim a day and it makes him feel good, but he doesn't have portion control with his food, poor food and drink choices. He still have his soda. He still love his sticky rice and more rice. And also alcohol consumption. So that actually made him think. And he was actually a bit scared because when he found out that his GGT is also high, because it means there must be something wrong with his liver, see? And then he was like, why was my cholesterol high? I'm taking omega-3 every day. So, but then, see, Hemohim is a functional food supplement. Supplements means something that you add into your routine that will enhance that routine. But then his routine are actually not healthy, right? Poor eating habits, alcohol consumption, no portion control. So there's no such thing as a healthy junk. He's actually putting junk into his body, into his system. Yes, Hemohim helped him feel better, but then the blood test shows what he's been feeding himself actually. So I actually told him, you better go back to, doing healthy choices. If you really want to work this out, you have to choose to be healthy. So anyway, he said, okay, because he committed again to going back every 3 months for his routinary blood test. So he said, okay, I'll work this out. He decided to still have 1 Hemohim a day, and then he switched to the Atomy omega-3. Okay, from the old brand, he switched to Atomy. And then he had his portion control, and he chose healthy food choices, and he stop or limit soda, and this one is actually a divine intervention when he said no alcohol. So from that time on, he just committed to not consuming alcohol, because he was so scared about his liver. So anyway, he went back August. Wait, oh, sorry. So he went back. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry about that. So he went back August last year. That's after 3 months, and everything, his potassium was back to normal, GGT, cholesterol, so everything was normal, but his glucose is still a bit high. So it's like, oh, what will I do with this glucose? What will I do with my blood sugar? I want to see it within normal range. So again, after went to the doctor, we went back home, and then we started discussing again. Okay, so what will we do? He's already doing a healthy he lifestyle. I mean, not really very healthy, but still healthy. Hemohim, one hemohim a day. So, and then I remember the suggested the suggested what's this um, consumption of hemohim is actually recommended consumption is 2 sachet a day, right? So I told him if the recommended consumption of hemohim is 2 sachet a day, and that's for a person who is not who don't have any underlying medical condition, just like a normal, I mean a person who's healthy and just want to boost the immune system. And I told him, but you are not, you have diabetes. So I think you should increase your hemohim intake, and which he actually also agreed. So he said, okay, I'll do that. So I remember 10 days before his test again, he said, okay, I'll do 3 to 4 hemohim a day. And then still he got the omega-3 and all those stuff. So he just increased his hemohim to 3 to 4, but mostly it's 3 a day. One early in the morning, as soon as he wake up, he takes one hemohim, and then one at work during snack time, or smoko. We call it smoko. And then the third one would be mid-afternoon, about 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's what he did. And when he went back on his routinary blood test on November, everything was just so perfect. And he was so happy. Glucose was down to 5.1 and within the normal range for the first time in 14 years. And he was like, this is it. So he actually continues doing that at the moment. So last February, he went back again and have his routinary blood test, and glucose is still down within the normal range. So yeah, he's a happy chappy. So this routine that he did, he actually also do this together with his prescription, the metformin. So he takes metformin together with the hemohim, but he always see to it that he has hemohim first early in the morning with an empty stomach, and then after that he do his tablet, and then breakfast, and then tablet, and then hemohim, and then snack, and then lunch, and then hemohim, and then at night time his other tablet, the same tablet. So yeah, he did this together with his prescription. So this test actually is the blood glucose test is is done to know how much sugar is in your blood at the moment that you are tested. So there's also another test that was done to him together with the test, and it's called the HbA1c test. This test is different from that one because it actually indicates how much sugar there has been in the blood for the past few months. Okay, so this test would actually indicate how well he controlled his diabetes or he managed his diabetes. And from these results, you can actually see that during those times when his blood sugar was up, his HbA1c is also up and not within normal range. And if that happens, actually, there's a greater risk for him to have complications in the future, like kidney failures or heart problems. But then when he started taking three Hemohim, 3 to 4 Hemohim a day, together with a healthy lifestyle, then everything just went back to normal within normal range. So yeah, so that's my testimony about Hemohim. So yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you, Jessie. Thank you very much. So I guess now we have a better understanding of what Hemohim is all about. In fact, I myself have been taking Hemohim too. I was very skeptical at first because it's like a new territory kind of thing for me. What is it? What if I take? Will it affect my health? What about blood pressure? What about kidney? So many concerns. But as I slowly get to understand what Hemohim is all about, I realized that Hemohim can actually help a person not only in one way, in so many ways. So thank you, Jessie, for sharing with us your testimonial. Thank you. So next, one of my favorite phrases is, good things are not cheap, cheap things are not good. So again, it boils down to this kind of mindset and belief that people have. When you say the price is so and so, you say, are you sure the price is this range and you're telling me that this is a premium kind of product? How can I believe you? Well, I'm not here to argue, but I'll leave it to the next speaker here. Lina, let's put our hands together and welcome Lina. She's going to share with us absolute quality with absolute price.
Okay, thanks, Rehmiee. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. All right, thank you, Rehmiee, and thank you everyone for tuning in. Actually, Rehmiee has already summarized what I'm going to say. Okay, it's just an issue that I think you will encounter in Atomy. Whether you join for a while or you're a newbie, I think sooner or later you'll come across this issue. And I consider this a good problem. There are problems, bad problems, and there are good problems. So for me, this one is a good problem that Atomy has, which is our prices are so affordable that people find it hard to believe that the quality of the product is good, right? I'm sure I'm not the only one has encountered this, or I'm sure other people has as well, right? So actually this issue, my cousin brought up to me. One day she was talking to her neighbor about Atomy. And she was telling her about, the toothpaste, how good it is, and then the price. And then her neighbor was skeptical and actually shot her down with this question. How can your products be cheap? That cheap as in comparatively with the same kind of quality, is comparatively, relatively cheap. So she said, how can it be cheap? Your company no need to make money, meh? Like that. So I shot her down with that, So I think this is especially true also for people, who have been using branded products. Okay. Just say for example, have a look at this. Okay, look at the price. One is 1,000 over. the same kind of function that is this anti-aging, right? It may cost you $1,000 for that on the left, whereas Atomy is only 177. So if you look at it, you're gonna think, right? Why the difference? Why the vast difference? And the first thing you come to your head for me is the quality. The one on the left definitely better than the right. Otherwise, why so expensive? Correct? And also, like on a normal basis, don't talk about Atomy lah. Just on your normal life, normal basis. If there's a shop that sells branded clothes, okay, and there's a rack, just one rack there, and that rack of clothes there in the shop that sells branded clothes, only one rack there that puts 70% off. What comes to your head about that rack? Clothes out of fashion, obsolete already. Yeah, or something must be wrong with that rack. The clothes on that rack, something must be wrong. You take it, check it, turn, flip, inside out. Something must be wrong. Maybe the hole, the button, sengit, they cannot go in. Something must be wrong for the price to be slashed that much. Yeah, correct. And even Chinese saying, 一分钱一分货, you get what you pay for. Yeah, and in the workplace, you get this saying as well. You pay peanuts, you get monkeys. Right? If you pay people that kind of salary, you don't expect to get that kind of quality of work. So our society, quality is always linked to the price. The expectation is if you pay low price, you get low quality. If you want high quality, be prepared to pay a higher price. Yeah. So people have the same perception also about network marketing. The products are good, but the issue is they're always expensive. Okay, but then there are people who get into network marketing, MLMs, all that. The reason is because they want to gain financial opportunity. They are promised that they're going to have newfound wealth, but the majority of the outcome is what? You're either no different from where you were before you started the business, or you'll become worse off. Okay, and why this kind of outcome? One of the main reasons I believe is that the products are too expensive. If the products are too expensive, people cannot afford to buy. You don't have enough consumers, you cannot sustain your business, right? And that is why people dislike network marketing. Either they themselves got burned, right, by joining network marketing, or they know someone for sure, someone in their family, someone their friends got burned. Okay, but in Atomy, our founder, Chairman Hang Gyu Park, he believes that you shouldn't have to pay a lot of money to get good quality products. You shouldn't have to. Okay, so he came up. Our company's tagline is this: absolute quality, absolute price. You hear this a lot in Atomy. The meaning is if you can find a product of the same quality, Atomy's price will be lower. And if you can find the product with the same price, Atomy's quality will be better. Okay, and the Mestige strategy is something that the company uses. Okay, Mestige is actually a term that put two words together, mass and prestige. So basically it means high quality products that are affordable to a wide range of customers. So in order to cater to a wide range of customers, a bigger market, you have to supply with mass production, right? And what does mass production do? Mass production actually lowers the cost of the products. You have more negotiation power if you have the volume. Okay, so you think with me, if you go for holiday, all right, and you want to buy t-shirts, you see a store there and the vendor put the price up there. One t-shirt, 10 ringgit. How do you get the vendor to lower the price? Normally you say, okay, I want 3 t-shirts. Can I get it for $25? You start haggling. What do you use to haggle? The volume, right? If you increase the volume, you get them to lower the price. Okay, so the GSGS strategy, our global sourcing, global sales, Clarissa has already explained a bit about that just now. Okay, I won't go into the details, but basically, global sourcing, global sales requires mass production. Okay, what Atomy does is Atomy looks for a small and medium company that produces high quality products. Okay, and then it distributes that to the world. Okay, if you want to distribute to the world, your negotiation power is greater there, right? Because it's not about local distribution anymore. You're actually distributing it to the global market. So, for example, this one very popular in Malaysia, the ethereal oil patch, the koyok from Taiwan. Okay, this is just an example. It's not the statistical number. It's not a fact. I'm just giving an example. Okay, for example, if the manufacturer in Taiwan, the producers, they manufacture 100,000 per month just for the people in Taiwan. Okay, but Atomy goes in there and say, look, I'm going to distribute it worldwide. Instead of 100,000 per month, can you give me 1 million a month? I want 1 million a month from you. I'll order it from you every month. Now, give me the best price. With that kind of volume, right, Atomy can definitely negotiate the best price for us. Right, we benefit from it. Okay. All right. Now, because of the Mastige and GSGS strategies, what happened is you get this result. One Atomy toothbrush is sold every second globally. Okay, now look at the Mastige. The Mastige comes here. Remember Mastige, prestigious product to the mass market. Look at the bristles. Flexible bristles, soft, only 0.18 mm thick. Right? At the tip of it is only 0.03 mm. So it can go between your teeth. And because it's soft, and it's fine and it's soft, it doesn't irritate your gums as well. Yeah? And effective plaque removal and all that. The bristles itself, the brush contains formula that contains antibacterial membrane. So it's self-cleaning. The brush is self-cleaning, cleansing. The handle, BPA-free, made of BPA-free material, so it won't get moldy. You know, some of the toothbrush that you have, especially the one made of rubber one, you know, before the bristles kaput, the mold attack the handle first, you geli, you know, you won't even can use bristles can use, but you throw away first because the handle already go moldy, right? But look at Atomy's toothbrush, it won't go moldy, right? The bristles are that great. And look at the price. 32 ringgit for 8. Comes in a set of 8, which comes out to only 4 ringgit per toothbrush. So Mastige, prestigious product, and it's available to everybody. Yeah. And with this Mastige and GSGS, it's also resulted in this. Atomy skincare is sold every 10 seconds. This is new to me also. Thank you, Caroline, for coming with that company profile. So I found it actually in that company profile. So I know this. Besides the toothbrush, I think very famous. Everybody know 1 second sold every one sold every second. But Atomy skincare sold every 10 seconds. Yeah. Okay. Another thing, why Atomy can have affordable prices. Atomy does not advertise. Okay. Because when there's a cost to advertisement, it's passed down to the consumers. Correct. So there's no media, no TV advertisement, no social media, no billboards. Okay. So then how does Atomy advertise? Atomy believes that the best advertisement is a word of mouth. Okay, Atomy will rather pay you the commission to share about the goodness of the products, yeah, than to pay a celebrity millions of dollars to post with the product. They rather pay you than pay a celebrity, right? Because they believe that word of mouth is the best advertisement. I can vouch for that because this is what happened with word of mouth advertisement. Okay, one of my friends approached me to buy toothpaste. And she's an Aussie woman. You must understand that here in Australia, Aussies will happily buy cars, Asian-made cars. certain products, like Mazda, Nissan, Toyota, Isuzu, no problem. A lot of Asian made or Japanese made cars, Hyundai, Kia, okay, they'll buy that, no problem. Okay, even handphone, Samsung, here they call it Samsung. Samsung, no problem. They'll easily buy it. LG product also no problem. But with daily necessity products, they're not so confident with Asian made, okay, daily necessity products. So for us, normally we will give samples, or let them try first before they buy, so that they experience it. They like to experience it. So once they experience it, they know that product is good, then they continue buying. Okay. So when she approached me to buy the toothpaste, right, I thought, this one, show one the small tube, show one to try first. So I said to her, you want to try the small tube first or not? You know what she said to me? She said, no, it's okay. It's okay. One of our friends, her name is Lynn. So she said, Lynn told me about your toothpaste. She said it's very good for sensitive teeth, and I trust her. So I'll buy the large tube. I'll buy the 200 gram one. No need, don't have to give me 50 gram. I'll buy the 200. Say, word of mouth. That's the best form of advertising. Okay. Atomy does not need to spend on R&D. No R&D cost in Atomy, because Atomy does not produce any products of our own. Okay, what Atomy does with the GS, the GS would have explained it just now. I explained a bit. So Atomy actually source for high quality products from companies that are already established. They have their own R&D, they have their own production line, all set up already. So all Atomy does is to source for the product, and the company enter into negotiation, negotiate the price, and then stock up in the warehouse. Okay, Atomy is only a distributor. Atomy is not a manufacturer. Okay, that's why we don't have our R&D costs. Sorry. And also, there's no dealer or middle person. Okay, it's just from the manufacturer to Atomy's warehouse to you. Atomy's products are not sold at retail shops. You don't see our products at retail shops, or there's a stall in a shopping complex, departmental stores, With that, it comes extra cost, because you need rental, electricity, you need someone to man the store, employees. So it's all cost. And all these costs, guess what? It's going to get passed down to you, right? That's why products have higher costs. But Atomy does not have any dealer or middle person. So there's no middle, that eliminates the middle person fee or the dealer fee. Another thing is Atomy does not produce samples. Samples are actually very costly to produce. Okay. Again, if the cost, we're going to pass down to you, right? If there's samples, it's going to go into the products, and you're going to have to pay for it. What Atomy does is this: they ask you to try the actual product. If you're not happy with it for whatever reason, within 30 days, return it, and you get a 100% refund. Okay. And look at the return rate in Malaysia. In Malaysia, all right, an online store, online orders, sorry, not online store, online orders, when you put, there's a 30% return rate. And if it's a physical store, like a shop that you go into to buy something, the return rate is 8.89. So because Atomy is an online shopping mall, right, you compare the return rate of Atomy with the online shopping, online orders, 30% versus 0.04%. What does that tell you? Tells you that the consumers are happy with our products, right? With the quality of our products. So if anybody ever asks you or challenge you for a reason why Atomy's products can be so affordable, your company no need to make money, that kind of question, okay? So this, you can answer them with this. The Prestige and GSGS strategy, because of the mass production, with a greater volume, you can negotiate a better price, okay? There's no advertisement. Word of mouth, personal sharing is always the best advertisement. no research and no R&D expenses. Atomy is a global distribution hub. It's not a manufacturer. Okay, there's no dealer fee. And finally, there's no production cost for samples. There could be other reasons, but this is one of the main reasons why Atomy's products, can be affordable. Okay, I think that's it. So I hope I've helped you with your sharing next time to your friends, or if you encounter this kind of issue, you can answer with some of these answers that I have here. Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lina Tam. Thank you very much for your great in-depth information of what absolute quality and absolute price is all about. Great. So the next time, if you see you like this product in Atomy and the price is so and so, don't get shocked, okay? Believe it. This is good things that comes with good price also. So before I move on to conclude tonight's event, I would like to thank each and every great, wonderful ladies here who speak so eloquently. They are all from the FTM Club, a full-time mom, but they are all great achievers in the Atomy world. So after you have listened to these three great speakers share about products and all that, are you able to receive and accept the information given? That is another question here. Why I say that? Because we always talk about giving, but when it comes to receiving, are you able to practice it? Just share a quick experience with y'all. Lately, I was given a task, a simple but not easy task. Someone gave me a task saying, Rehmiee, please go out there and ask a total stranger to buy you a drink. I say, oh my God, this is a very simple task, but one of the most uncomfortable tasks I've ever been given. Me going to ask a stranger in a coffee shop to buy me a drink and receive it. Yes, but that's all. You cannot say anything. I say, okay. I took it up and I took it to the street the next day. My heart was pumping, pum, 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 pum. How can I open my mouth to ask a stranger to buy me a drink? So without hesitating, I saw someone standing, a young man standing in front of a coffee shop. I said, Rehmiee, don't think too much. If you think too much, you won't be doing. So straight away, I walked towards him. I said, hi. Yeah, he looked at me. I said, can you please buy me a drink? Then his eye was, whoop, what? I said, yes. Can you please buy me a drink? He was stunned. He said, you want me to pay for your drink, to buy you a drink? I said, yes. Then I keep quiet again. He paused for a moment. You know what was his answer? No, he didn't give me the 4-letter words. He asked me, what drink do you want? The moment I heard that, my eyes went wet. I said, any drinks that you buy for me, I will drink it. I will drink it. He went inside the coffee shop and he passed me a packet of iced coffee. I bowed to him. I said, thank you. Never in my life I drink iced coffee. But that day, under the hot sun, I stand there taking a sip and drank my iced coffee, and that iced coffee tasted so meaningful and so tasteful. Why I share these events with y'all here tonight? We are being trained from young to become independent. Don't ask for things. When people give you things, no, don't receive it. If can, even though we try to survive on our own and all that. So when people really give us something good, are you able to receive it and say thank you? So ladies and gentlemen, tonight, the friends who has invited you to these events here. Yes, in this world today, there are a lot of scams, things that are too good to be true. But what you have heard tonight, Atomy is a genuine company. The products that they shared here, they share it from their heart. Accept it and receive it. That this is a genuine company with genuine products. So to your friends who has invited you, thank the person and invite you to this preview here tonight. That means they are willing to work together with you, to collaborate with you, so that together, both of you can change your life in this Atomy journey. So with this, I conclude tonight's sharing. I had a wonderful time learning from all great speakers here. What about you? Thank you very much for your time well spent here. I see you for the next preview. Thank you and good night.